Hey my friends, tonight I'm out testing the Gonex one-person TP tent out in an upcoming rainstorm. I'm really hoping that it doesn't leak. I really love this tent. I love all the room and the ventilation this tent offers. I'm thinking she's going to do well with these taped seams. Tonight's going to be the test. All right, guys, it's raining a little bit, kind of steady, but not heavy right now. We're going to take a quick look inside and see how she did. Turn the light on. Let's sneak up and go inside. You guys are actually in and I'm not in yet. Whoa. Let me close her up behind me. I'm going to close her up real quick. Ooh, let's look. All right. Whew. That's bright. Let's look around. Nope, none on that seam. None on the zipper. None. Even the closure up here for the prop for that window, it looks like it's wet, but it's dry. It's just heavily taped. That's good. The tent's been out here roughly 4 hours in a steady rain. It's not a hard rain, but a steady rain. And as of right now, there's no leaks. There's no leaking near the seams, near the window with the Velcro, and there's no leaks at all in the prop windows for ventilation. And not around the zippers of the door. Okay, as of right now, 4 hours in, good rain, she's good to go. All right, guys, just came out during one of the ceases in this downpour. It's been raining now for at least 3 hours heavy, so she's been out here about 7 hours, but she's doing well and handling the wind well, because we're having some gusts tonight, probably around 35 miles an hour. It is downpouring here and the winds have even picked up. But one thing I've noticed I want to show you on camera is the great job that these shock cords do at the stake points. They stretch with the wind, which gives it everything it needs to not rip the stakes out of the ground. Walk around one more time, and I think we're going to take a peek inside. And so I'm curious. Let me see what I see. Water is everywhere on the walls. And I don't know where it's coming in right now. That is sad to see. But after 9 hours of rain, water is everywhere on this tent on the inside. Walls. Look at this. Look. Can we see it? It's all over the walls. Which in time would drip, which it has. And water is all over this tarp. I don't know what else to say. After just over 9 hours of rain, the first couple hours weren't that heavy, and then the last half of that, the wind really picked up. Heavy rain showers, a lot of wind, which you could probably see the tent behind me bowing. Now, the tent is handling the wind excellently. I do give it that. But it is an absolute failure on the rain. Every wall around me is soaked. Everywhere is on the walls of this tent. And I really don't know where it's coming from. To me, looking at it now, it's not coming from the seams. It's coming from the tent material and the body itself. The water and the moisture is actually coming through the material. That is such a big letdown. Such a letdown. All right. I'm going to let it play out for the rest of the night. The walls are soaked. There's no way around it. I'm glad I came out into the storm and gave it a look, because, you know, if I'd have came out later, like tomorrow after the rain, let's say I missed it by an hour, and it was still windy, the wind would have dried all this up, and I would have thought it was a go. It's not. It is not. The tent has failed. That is sad. And now, did you see that? When the wind blew it, it flicked all the moisture off the wall on me. Now, if you're in here with a sleeping bag and your gear, it's getting wet. There's no way around it. Man, that is such a letdown, guys. I still love the tent. I don't know how you could get away from this. I'll talk more about it tomorrow when I come back, but it is handling the wind very well. Did you see it? The moisture coming from the camera? Ah, guys. I mean, I know it's a $35 tent. I know that. I get it. But it does let me down. All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, to say I'm a little disappointed would be a huge understatement. I'm really shocked how bad things went last night. I came out this morning, everything turned out just like it did, and I'm glad that I came in here last night when it was pouring, because now all the walls are dry. And if I hadn't came in here last night while it was downpouring and came back like later the next day, I wouldn't have known that it failed other than moisture on the floor. And of course, this doesn't have a bathroom tub floor, so if a tarp had gotten changed, blown, or anything like that when wind comes under, I really wouldn't have known. So, man, that really is disappointing. I really like this tent. I like everything that it features. And as you guys can see, it's blowing its butt off outside today. Nothing came unstaked. Nothing got tore in the wind last night. It's handling the wind very well. We had some severe gusts last night through the evening, and we're having gusts all through today. And left this tent up for a couple more hours because, well, I've already got the rain test in and I know how it did there. So I'm going to see how it does to, with all this wind. And it's been exposed to almost 24 hours of heavy winds like this, gusting anywhere from 25 to 35 miles an hour. And nothing's unstaked and nothing got ripped. So it's great for wind, but not for rain right now. So after seeing how bad it did last night, I don't want to give up on this tent. So I got an idea. I'm going to do something to this tent. I'll put a video up because I'm not letting it go that easy, where I'm going to make sure this tent can handle rain, any rain. Now, I'm not talking about just putting a tarp above it. I've got some ideas for it. It's so comfortable in here, and you can see what's happening outside. So I do have some ideas for this, and I'll bring you guys back. But of course, I can't do anything in this weather. It's just too windy. But a video will come up soon of what I'm going to do to save this tent. Now, for its price, I still think this is a buy, because I could take this out in a rain and put a tarp above it, and then I get all the features that I need. It, however, does not stand alone when it comes to protection in the rain if you were out in the open. I do not recommend it for that. Rain is going to come through that material. After 4 hours of this thing being exposed to rain, light rain, it was fine. There was no moisture inside the tent. Everything was good. Once that rain kicked up with power and severity, things changed real fast, real fast. Every wall on here was wet. Every wall. From the top to the bottom. And it's only because the water had permeated the material and was now coming through it. Not failure in the seams. The seams are taped great. Matter of fact, the seams are where there was no moisture. But through the material, water was inside this tent. And of course, with wind like this, it was shaking the rain off or the moisture off. And if I had gear in here, everything would have been covered. We'll forget about the pole. Everything would have been covered in here. So now, if you're going to buy the tent now, or if you can get a way to get your hands on it and you want it, it offers great ventilation, a lot of room, bang for its buck. I love the fact about the door. I did a video previously of my first impression video of how good this thing does. And without any bad weather, you don't get any condensation inside this tent because of the airflow it offers. So with all that said, you're going to have to decide on what you want to do. But as is, no, don't take this tent out in the rain. I recommend this tent for, backyard camping at parks, covering it with a tarp, those type of scenarios. But if you're going to take this backpacking on a trail and you're going to be exposed with no trees or no place to put up a tarp, no, don't take it. Do not take this tent. If you get bad weather, rain, you're going to get soaked. You're going to get soaked. There's just no way around it. Now, I don't know what Gonex or any tent manufacturers could do with this type of material. As far as, I don't know why it came through. There's, there's tons of single wall tents out there where moisture does not come through. Why it came through here, I don't know. Wow, that's a gust. Whew. Could be a failure on my tent, or could be a failure with this whole line of tents. But I do want you guys aware of that, of what happened. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys again soon. I'm out.